So ever since I completed a video on Mint Hill, a suburb just to the southeast of Charlotte a little bit, people have been asking me to cover some of the specific neighborhoods in Mint Hill. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to look at one neighborhood that is a combination of Ellington Farms, Eagle Woods, and then Brighton Park. We're going to cover another neighborhood that is primarily newer condos on the north side of Mint Hill. And then if you stick around long enough, we're going to cover a neighborhood that is all new construction. And I just moved some clients in there from Massachusetts, some relocating clients into that new construction neighborhood, and I think you're going to like it, so stick around till the end. But like I said, we're just going to cover some of the neighborhoods in the suburb of Mint Hill, so stick around. Hi everybody, this is Dave DeSilva with Long Tab Realty, brokered by eXp Realty here in Charlotte. If this is your first time to this channel, please go ahead and hit that number down below, and please go ahead and subscribe, hit the bell. You'll be the first to know and first to find out about new videos that we put out strictly about the general Charlotte market. We get calls, emails, text messages all the time from folks just like you, just wondering what it's like to live and have fun. Love Charlotte, as one of my fellow agents said in the past. And if you pay attention to this station or this channel, you're going to find out. If you want to get on a Zoom call, we'd love to talk to you. Just go ahead and look in the description, and you will get you'll find a link for a Zoom call. So again, we've got people moving here. They might not be coming in for 10 days, 10 weeks, or 10 months. It doesn't really matter how long it is until you're deciding to move. We would love to talk to you today. So as I said, we're going to go ahead and talk about a couple neighborhoods, and we're going through one right now in Mint Hill, one of the Charlotte suburbs off to the southeast. Probably about 15, 20, 25 minutes to uptown Charlotte, depending on where in Mint Hill you live, and traffic also. But we're going through a combination of Ellington Farms, Eagle Woods, and Brighton Park, some of my favorite neighborhoods in Mint Hill. And these places range from the mid fives and low fives all the way up to, there's one home in here that's about 1.299 million. They were built anywhere from the 1960s, and we're not in that section right now. 1960 all the way up until the mid 2010s, and some of the places we're going to look at later on in this video were built even in the 2020s. So fantastic location, very walkable. This is a very walkable part of town. And when I say walkable, I mean you head into Mint Hill, you're going to find places to eat, places to have a nice cold beverage if you're interested in that. Parks all over the place, athletic facilities. There are retail locations, medical locations. You've got your dentist, your chiropractor, your Novant Health, all that sort of thing. Very much so within walking distance of at least Ellington Farms, Eagle Woods, and Brighton Park. Once we get out to the two other places we're going to cover, they're a little teeny bit further out, but I believe that both of those are also within walking distance of shopping, pizza, Dunkin' Donuts if you're from up north like some of my clients were. So awesome places. And again, these neighborhoods are not extremely far from uptown Charlotte. So if you're looking for pro sports, or you're looking to catch a show at the Bloomingdale Entertainment Center, uptown Charlotte, that is a short drive away. If you've got to travel, there's a nice bus station uptown. We've also got the International Airport, Charlotte Douglas International Airport. Again, that's probably 30 minutes from here, maybe 40 depending on traffic. But again, you just hit that airport and you're on your way to wherever you want to go in the country. So one of the things that I really like about these neighborhoods that are bundled together here is take a look off to the right. You're looking at just the nice greenery in the neighborhood. And that's, places that community residents can use to sit out and have a picnic, walk your dog. Hey, there's even one of those little places with doggy bags. Just enjoy it, sit out there and get some sun. So they're extremely comfortable locations, not really big on the amenities within the neighborhood, but there's such a variety of homes and things to do around here that you're not at a shortage of anything. a great variety of homes, a great variety of builders. A lot of them, the thing that I kind of like is that they have the front porch, the elevation up front, the entryway, all that good stuff. And then a bunch of them have a private road behind the homes or in between two sets of homes where you're going to see the 1-car, 2-car garages. And that is really nice. So what I'm going to do is take one more little cruise down this section, see if I can get by the FedEx truck, or maybe he's going to go ahead of me, show you some of the more front porch type homes where you can actually sit out there. They have these homes where it's very easy for you to grab your cup of coffee in the morning if that's your drink of choice in the morning, or your cooler beverage in the afternoon if that's your drink of choice, and just sit out there and enjoy your neighbors, enjoy the neighborhood, look at the tree-lined sidewalks. Again, this is just one section, one of the areas I'm going to show you. And like I said, there are 3 neighborhoods I've been driving through. If you want more information about these particular neighborhoods, any homes in particular, please make a comment. And while you're at it, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And we are off and headed to another neighborhood to take a peek at that one. So before I head off to hit the next neighborhood, which is going to be the townhome neighborhood, I wanted to show you some of these homes in here that are for sale. Some of them are just awesome homes. This is more of the Ellington Farms section, and this is where you're going to find that home that is, and I believe this is it right here, $1.299 million. It is a 4-bedroom, 5-bath home, sits on 3.6 acres, and is about 3,679 square feet. And as you could kind of tell as we drove by this home, it's got a couple of additional structures. One is a multi-car garage. The other one is kind of like maybe an additional dwelling unit or auxiliary dwelling unit. But again, these are some of the homes. That one was built in actually the 1960s. I think it was 1963. But these are the homes in this section of Mint Hill that are a little bit older, in the 60s to the 80s. And as we're going through seeing all the brick homes, these are the ones that were built in the 80s and maybe early 90s. But those initial homes that we saw in Ellington Farms, those are from the 1960s. So a great variety. And now we're going to be heading over to see some newer townhomes. All right, here we are. We are at Mcewen Village by Century Communities. These homes were, all the townhomes anyway, that we're going to walk past and see and talk about, were built in 2024. So very new single-family residences built around the same time frame. This is a very nice little section of town, just out of the uptown section or downtown section of Mint Hill. And if you want to know a little bit more about Mint Hill, take a look at this video here that I did a while back about Mint Hill. I've done a couple of them talking about the pros and cons and also a map tour of Mint Hill. But this is just kind of an overview of this neighborhood, Mcewen Village. These are great little townhomes, 1,762 square feet. Community Construction, or Century Construction is the name of the builder. They're all 1,762 square feet, 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 2-car garages. You'll find them in a private drive behind the units, and you're going to see that in some of the single-family residential homes as well. We'll get to walking by those. Some of the interior amenities on these places are pretty cool. You've got stainless steel appliances. The primary bedroom here has got 2 walk-in closets. All the others have their own walk-in closet. A little bit of a front porch. The elevations are slightly different. Stone, brick primarily. You've got some of the single-family residential homes that have the same sort of elevation material, and then you've got some that are more fiber cement. But it's very walkable to downtown Mint Hill. Right around the corner is Daphne's. In this community, they've got a walking trail that goes past the lake and a little bit of a fountain, so that's kind of cool as well. One last thing about these townhomes, if you bought one of these townhomes in January, February timeframe this year, 2024, you were probably paying about $338, $340, something like that. The last few that have sold were going for $392, $396, in that range. So your equity has increased $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 if you bought earlier this year already. So nice benefit to buying a home if you get that and do that soon. All right, I have flipped the phone around. Hopefully you're not getting blinded by the sun, but these are some of the single-family residential homes. And here's something nice. There's a number of parks in here, and I already mentioned the trailer goes around, but they've got their little doggy waste station as well. So these are the homes that have a little bit of stone frontage, but primarily fiber cement frontage, a little bit on the smaller side compared to some of the other homes in here. But what I'll do is I'll cross over the street here. Very easy to walk through here. And you're taking a peek at some of the Mcewen Village homes that are single-family residentials with the front load garages versus some of them do have the rear load garages, but you've got a bunch of elevations, primarily stone with brick or brick and stone combination. That's kind of nice. And these are typically priced out in the mid fives up to the high sixes. Right now, the only one that I saw that was recently put under contract and the list price was $650,000, let's say, because I think it was $649,900, something like that. And that was a 5-bedroom, 4-bath home built in 2023, about 2,875 square feet. What I want to show you, though, one of the little amenities other than the walking trail is this nice little playground area. They do have some of these doggy parks, like I told you. Here are some of these homes with the rear load garages. So they've got their own little private drive. Sometimes you see the trash cans alongside the private drives here, and that's the rear load with the homes up front, and these are the front load. So let's head over to our next neighborhood. And again, if you have any questions or you want to know a little bit more about some of these neighborhoods, send me a comment. I would love to get on a Zoom call with you if you're thinking about coming to visit or moving to the Charlotte area. I will be the one that takes those Zoom calls, so don't be afraid to check that description section out. And while you're at it, hit the subscribe. Okay, we are heading to Alton Creek, the Tripointe neighborhood in Mid Hill. If you don't remember seeing my Mid Hill video, take a look at it, but we're going to drive past a couple places that we highlighted in the previous video. One is Daphne, right there on the right. Awesome pastries there. Then there's Mcewen Village right on the right, and coming up again on the right, a couple places that are my favorites, and we're going to hit a green light. No, we're not. We're going to be able to pull in there. But you've got Pour 64 right here on the right. You've got Subway where you quickly grab a sandwich, and then Char Bar right across the street, which is an awesome place. And then we're back into the town hall. But there's Pour 64. And again, just stopping through here on the way to Alton Creek, and that's the next neighborhood we're going to take a peek at. Down that way, I believe that's Mint Hill Village. Down in that direction, there's the town hall right there. And we're heading back out to Route 51, which is the main street that goes right from Pineville on the west side of Charlotte, right through South Charlotte, through Matthews, and into Mint Hill where we are. And then, of course, you can see across the street some of the places you can easily walk to from this part of town. So Creek next. Okay, another pit stop here. So this is just before we get into Alton Creek, which is right across the street on my left. As you take a look, but I want to show you what is so nearby. This is the little shopping center, and you've got, of course, you got the Wendy's there. You got a bagel place in here, Papa John's Pizza, Empire Pizza down on the left side a little bit, Jersey Mike's. Of course, you got Harris Teeter. You trying to run me over for insurance money right there, or let me run him over. Sorry about that. So there's the Harris Teeter. The reason I'm taking you through here just quickly is to show you what is just across the street from Alton Creek. And some places are walkable and they're 2 miles away, but this is walkable and it's about 100 yards from the entrance, if that, and it's a quarter mile from some of the homes. So there we go, taking a little cruise by the Harris Teeter. This is coming up. Here we go. There we go. There's the Family Dough Bagels. That my client who just moved down here said those were fantastic. I haven't even had that yet. But you got New Asian cuisine, probably a very famous little restaurant here, Dunwell's in the mall area. Martial arts, Smoker Depot, get some cigars while you're at it. Texaco Mexican Grill, and then of course there's a gas station right ahead of you, and then the Empire State Building. Empire Pizza's over there. And right in front of us is the ABC Spirit. So we're going to head back out and then cross the street and head over to Alton Creek, like I said I'm going to do a few minutes ago. Okay, so here we are in Alton Creek by Tripointe Homes, and I'm starting at the back end of the neighborhood. There are going to be 82 homes in this neighborhood, and I want to show you the little green space here that they've got going on. So that's, just a park, one of the parks that's going to be wide open for neighbors to walk their dogs, do whatever they want in that park. These are all lots that are, they haven't even started selling these yet. And as you can see, some construction going on up here. I think there's about 8 or 12 14 homes still under construction right now. These have been going on for a little while. Here's some new that are just coming out of the ground. And what we'll do is we'll go up for a little bit further up and then see some of the homes that have already been occupied. A number of these lots have been sold. So at Alton Creek here by Tripointe, you can get a home somewhere between 1,900 square feet and close to 2,300 square feet. And the prices were ranging from the ones that were sold or under contract recently, $499 to about $547. About, I think it's 6 different models, just some really nice amenities inside, including what I think is kind of unique is the tankless water heater. And then also, if you're an EV, electronic vehicle type person, they've got a charger inside every one of these homes. You can deactivate it, but they've got a charger that'll charge your electronic vehicle inside of each one of these homes. Solid stone, granite, countertops, stainless steel appliances, Whirlpool appliances, just some nice molding, luxury vinyl plank, flooring. And again, this is just coming out of the ground, most of this neighborhood. I think the high end of the homes that are on the market right now, the ones I told you about under contract, is about $588 with the lower end at $541. And those at the lower end are 2,090 square feet, 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. At the upper end, they're closer to 2,300 square feet, 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, all with those 2-car garages that you see. Just, again, a lot of greenery that they're trying to put into the area. It's in a great part of Mint Hill, next to one of, I think it's Queens Grant, the school. And as I just told you and just took you for a tour through the shopping center, just really a walk away, an easy, short drive away. This is the other green part there. And we're going to go by the models and take a look at this video right here. If you can't see me, but I'm pointing to it. It is about one of these models for under $600,000, the price point in here. So take a look at that if you want to see the insides of one of these Tripointe homes here at Alton Creek. All right, next we're going to head out to $1 million plus neighborhood. So we're going to we're going to look at 2 different sections. Cheval, a very upscale neighborhood. If you take a look at the long fence there in the fields, it is an equestrian focused neighborhood. You'll be able to see some of the facilities up ahead of us, but then what we'll do is we will head out into another section of the neighborhood as well as driving through this one, but probably started in around 2013, give or take, and some homes are still being built in 2024. I think the last one that was sold was a 2023 home. What we'll do is we're going to take a look at this and drive a little bit down the sales center just to see some of the greenery and some of the riding stables on the right and the training facility for all those good old horses. But right now, in the past couple of years, what we've seen at homes selling anywhere from, I think the low end was about $920 a couple of years ago. That was in 2022, up to just over $3 million. And right now there's a home on the market for $3.49 million. And that thing is sitting on 1.6 acres. It's 7,800 square feet, give or take, 5 bedrooms, 5.5 baths. So you've got some good sized homes out here. These are not, your everyday run-of-the-mill homes, all built by custom home builders. That big one that I just talked about, the one that's on the market, built by Arthur Rudenberg, AR Homes. You've had Grandfather Homes, Classic, what else? Triton was out here. Sage Custom Homes, they've been out here over the years. Again, just a myriad of custom home builders. And we're going to go past a couple of them right now. But this is one of the more, I guess you'd say, desirable. Everybody would like to be able to afford a $3.5 million home. Well, maybe not everybody, but probably most people. And this is that neighborhood. So awesome. We'll just take a little bit of a cruise through here and take a peek at some of these homes. There's a couple off there to the right. Or that one's available. I want to drive past that one that we just went past. I think that might be the home that's the $3.5 million. No, I don't think it was. I think that was one of the cheaper ones, only like $2.5 million. But we'll still take a peek at it. That's a model. That's an AR home. Again, one of the things that's really cool is when you see these homes, and then you see some of the townhomes that we went through or went by, and you see Alton Creek, which is a very nice neighborhood, is you see the variety and the diversity of homes. So you can have your first-time home buyers in Mint Hill And right down the street have your $3.5 million homes with an equestrian neighborhood to boot. So a lot of variety in Mint Hill. As I've said in a number of these sections here, if you want more information, if you want specific information about homes and neighborhood, Mint Hill itself, or anything around Charlotte, please make the comments. If you know some things that we've missed, and we miss a lot all the time, but if you know some things that we've missed and it's blatant and it's off the top of your head, please let me know. One of the things I'm afraid to talk about sometimes is populations, because there's a gentleman who's watched a couple of my videos, and I appreciate him, I'm just messing with him, who has given me some corrections on some populations around Charlotte. I get some information sometimes from a place that might not be super up to date. He makes a comment and I say, yep, you are right. So we're not afraid of doing that. Again, take a look at some of these horse farms, the area here. These lots are available on the right. If you're looking to buy one, let me know. Give me a buzz. I'll be happy to help out. So we're gonna jump out of here and hit another street that's a different section of this neighborhood. You want to just drive for about 10 seconds just so you can see some of this stuff. It's really cool in Mint Hill, North Carolina, a great suburb southeast of Charlotte. You have 30 minutes to Uptown, 40 minutes to Douglas Airport, and lots to do around here. All right, now we are pulling into the Woodlands at Cheval, and this is the $1.2 million and above section of Cheval. You've got 3 general neighborhoods in here. You've got the Enclave, Creekside, oh, there it is, and the Estates, and lots are going for, it says, I remember it says 120,000 and above, and I think that might be an old sign, but you never know. But again, this is a part of Cheval, that equestrian neighborhood that we just went through. This is a different section of it. And, you know, I guess they are 2 separate neighborhoods, but again, it just shows the diversity of the home prices, styles in Mint Hill, where a lot of the stuff that we saw earlier on was, some of it was first-time home buyer stuff, but then it was in the 4s, 5s, 6s, 7s, and now we're in the $1 million plus range. So easily $1 million plus range. And some of these are the ones that are the 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 5, 6, 7 million. And in this neighborhood, if I can find it, is that home that is the $3.4 million home that's currently for sale. And that's the high-end home in both of these sections of Cheval. So if we find it, great. If it's behind the Enclave, which is gated, then we probably won't go see it today, but maybe we'll get another chance to go peek at it. So a lot of new construction going on in here. Again, it's been going on in this neighborhood for at least 10, 11 plus years, and very nice homes. I can't say that enough. Actually, you probably are sick of me saying it too much, but I did want to get you through this section. You've already seen the equestrian section with all the nice white fences and green pastures. And here's a little bit more of a subdued section of Cheval neighborhood in Mint Hill. It looks like it is a little bit more relaxed, and it's funny to say that when all these homes are $1 million plus. So again, lastly, if this is what you're looking for, please subscribe. If it's not, let me know what you're looking for. And we appreciate the time you spent with us today. Coming up, some more neighborhoods, and tell us what you want to see. So we'll get that stuff ready for you next time.